Hey, it's a real pleasure to be joined by Tom Stites, who heads up research and development for Nike Golf. It's a big job, and you do it very well. I know this guy so long. I knew him before he had the beard.
Ah, yes.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's a protest beard.
Oh.
Mr. Hogan, I used to work for Mr. Hogan. There's no chance I'd even consider wearing this if he were around
Not
today.
a chance. It's a different time. It's a different
totally
time.
different.
So, Tom, what's new with you guys? What do you want to talk about first?
Well, we've been working real hard, this year, and of course, we always start off with our objective on tour. How we make those guys play better, and we're able to make the clubs for them that look good in the playing position, but also perform with as much technology as possible. We've been successful with the VR, drivers in the past, but we've improved the channel across the bottom, which makes the club even more forgiving back when missed in the heel, which is where better players are coming into from the inside path. So the low hits aren't penalized nearly as much as they would be with standard technology. It's very forgiving across the full face of the club. Anyone can play it around the full face of the club, but the more high handicap, less skilled players rarely miss it down low. So this is a club that actually is better suited for a little better player. It's also a very clean persimmon, pear-shaped in the playing position. We've got the 32 position straight fit adjustability for face angle plus or minus 2 degrees loft lie and face angle. So we basically have been able to make this club very clean, tour-inspired in the playing position, sound, but also add this technology of the channel technology on the bottom. So that's been kind of the secret, and it wasn't too bad that we had another win just this last weekend with that product.
Not too bad at all. Now, how does that driver differ from the one I just handed you?
It's considerably different.
Tom's caddy right now.
Now this is my driver. This is the first time I've changed clubs in the last 3 years because the original Sasquatch was a really good golf club. And one of the things I'll say about the original Sasquatch is that it was the very first golf club that was the same dimension from front to back as it was from heel to toe. And after it came out, literally everyone around this test field today and all of our major competitors have changed to that new technology. So without really people talking about it much, Sasquatch technology basically changed the industry, and we've carried it over into all the products that we're selling today. So we've got basically all of our products have this very deep breath from front to back, makes the center gravity move further back. This does a couple of things, helps the club turn over, rotate more close at impact. It also launches the ball higher because this bigger dimension moves the center gravity back away from the face of the club and launches the ball higher. So those are all really incredibly important things to the performance of the club. But what is even more unique about this product is that we know that during the golf swing, the proper golf swing anyway, the club is coming heel first through most of the golf swing. And so it's having to cut through the air. And as these clubs got big to the 460cc range, it's a lot of air that you have to move to get through to get it to speed. So we want to speed it up. We look at, the automotive industry, the cars on the Autobahns of Germany, they're running, way faster than we do here, up to 120 miles an hour. So we looked at what are they doing to the cars to make them, slip through the air, more fuel efficient as well as faster speed, because if we can increase the speed a little bit, then we get a more efficient transfer of energy to the golf ball.
I knew it wasn't my age.
It's not. No,
it's not my age. It was golf club design all
exactly.
along.
So they're getting larger. So by taking some of the tricks that we've learned from the auto industry, we're able to rough up the surfaces. We don't do it in the same way you would a golf ball. A golf ball is a completely different aerodynamic structure, but we do it with little channels around the perimeter and across the sole that rough this air up so that the air can come over in a more efficient, allows it to pick up a couple miles an hour in terms of club head speed. So a faster club head speed, more energy of the ball, further potential distance. So this club's got a lot of things going for it. Adjustability on the straight fit hosel, very large and forgiving face, oversized back center of gravity, and as well as a fast aerodynamic profile coming through the air. So we're really excited about that, and I'm excited to get my golf season kicked off with that product.
Well, too. I can understand why. Now you got some beautiful looking irons in your hand there.
Well, we've had Pro Combo irons in an earlier version, which was an oversized forged, full of cavity back with game improvement features, kind of a mid-size mallet, a half cavity, kind of a muscle back, and then we've also had the blades. Now we know that every golfer, that plays golf, really you don't need game improvement features in the short irons because the angle of attack is so strong, are so steep, there's so much spin going on that moment of inertia and cavity back and all those things kind of have very little meaning in a blade. It's about hitting the proper trajectory, proper spin rates, and getting them in a scoring position. But the further you get away from the hole, the more technology can help the average golfer. So we would really like to have as forgiving as possible long irons, somewhat forgiving mid irons, and blade short irons in the ideal set of golf clubs for the slightly better or better player.
Hold these up just a little bit so we can see it.
So in doing so, if we, on the original Pro Combo, if we could have made all those 3 clubs exactly the same size and have the same physics involved, then that would have been the ideal thing. Wasn't possible in those days, but now we have a new technology, a pocket technology in the forging that allows us to put a cavity up underneath the back of this little blade you see there. And by doing that, we can reduce the overall profile down to a full blade size and still get the kind of game improvement features out of a long iron. Allows the ball to be launched higher because the center of gravity is further back. It's lower in the club itself, so it launches higher and lands more soft. So, which is the ideal thing that you want from a long iron.
Can we see that in there, Dave? You can actually see that there's a cavity there, that it's solid as it makes its transition through to a shorter iron.
Yeah, so 2, 3, 4 are in the full pocket cavity forging. The 5, 6, 7s are in these half cavities, which are profiled out to be the same overall profile as in the blades, or as in the long irons. And then the short irons are standard blades, very similar to what Tiger and our full blade players. So we've got some of the guys on tour playing, this mixed set. We've got some people that are playing full blades, and so this allows a golfer to look at something that looks like a tour blade, but still get some of the game improvements that they need in the long and the mid irons.
Makes a lot of sense. Now let's go to putting the ball in the hole.
Well, we've known for a long time that we could build really great putters, and we actually had several putters went on tour before we actually got into the putter business. People don't realize that, but and we've been very successful with our new method technology, which allowed these grooves in the face of the club, allows the ball to stick on the face, come off with little or no backspin, and get the ball rolling quicker and more true to the hole. But it was a fully machined putter over the last couple of years. It was very expensive, and we also now have been able to take that same technology and press it into a core insert that we could put into a cast golf club, which allows us to hit a different price point. So now we're able to get the same kind of performance, reduction of the skid roll effect on the putts, but now we can get it into a product that is more price sensitive and basically opens up another market for us with method core. This is called the method core technology. Same exact performance on the skid roll and the impact, but in a product that's more affordable.
Well, I told you we were lucky to be joined by Tom Stites. I wasn't kidding. This man absolutely knows his stuff. Thank you very much for your time,
Enjoyed
Tom.
it. Look forward to talking again sometime.
I will see you again soon.
Okay, very good.
Okay.